So guys, I'm over General Contracting, Freedom General Contracting. I got me a 2x4 that was rotted out here. This is a 2x4, and you see it's totally milled out by carpenter ants or termites. Is here. You can see where the insulation was. I peeled it right off, and we'll go and reuse that insulation. But one of the problems now is that I need to make a supporting beam for this area here. So one issue is I got my nails here, which I'll probably just grab my grinder and cut these nails out. You probably can't see them from there, but there's two nails that we're holding a 2x4 vertically. So this is the way I cut my 2x4s. This is all in wall stuff. It's not finishing work, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be functional. I cut right here. So if I'm working with somebody else, I'll make my line. I'll make my line here. Then I'll make some arrows so that you can actually see where my cut was. I don't know if you can see my arrows here. So you can see that I made it just a giant arrow. That's where I need to cut. So I can use my square. A lot of people like to be fancy and use their square to make a cute little line. So let's be cute, fancy, and official. Here's my square. Place your square either way. We'll put it this way or this way, it doesn't matter. My tick mark is there, and we can always cut off a little extra, so if you're not certain, leave a little extra. There's my square. The flooring doesn't matter, I just dropped that because I'm going to replace it. So I have my miter saw outside. You saw the video I made of it earlier. The 10-inch sliding miter saw, really nice. But I rarely use that one. I just like this hand saw. This happens to be the Milwaukee 2731-20 and Milwaukee Fuel hand saw. It does really well. Also has a rafter device here. It's got to stop there, so apparently that's as far as that goes. But it's a really nice tool. Got the Allen wrench to be able to take this device off. There's a little button back here that you push. It'll keep the blade this way. It spins right there. But I'm pushing that button here. There we go. It's engaged now. It's now the blade that it's stuck. And I can use my Allen wrench to take off this thing and change out my blade. The housing tells you what direction the blade spins. So if you're not sure which way the blade is to go, that's the way it is. This is a blade. I've used it quite a bit. It's a Diablo blade. It's really hard to see, but there's tips missing. This tip is missing. This tip is missing. This one has it. So this one's not going to cut that great. I'm not doing any finishing work. See, that one's missing. The tips are missing. I'm not doing any finishing work, so I'm not too worried about it. So I'm just going to carry on with this blade and continue this blade. There's no reason to change it out. You can see which tips are missing, which ones are not. They're carbide tips. It's designed to cut through nails and wood itself. This saw does allow you to change the angle, so I can have the blade, the table at an angle. So when I cut, the cut is like this, or move this thing so it's 90 degrees to the device. I want it 90 degrees. This thing also allows you to open and close, which allows you to decide how much blade you want to cut. If you're cutting through a piece of wood, you want this thing all the way up. This is all the way out, and there's no blade coming out. So I'm cutting as much as I can, as much as I want. Here, put this back up, secure it. We're done. My battery, full charge on the 5.0s. This 5.0 does really well. The M18, put my name all over stuff, and we're ready to go. Got my line. Got my line here. I'm just going to secure it. This thing has little to no kickback. One handle, three, not very good. This is very kickback. It's a fully charged battery. If you want, the idea is to get this shield out of the way. Once you get the shield out of the way, you can do it. sometimes it gets so far the shield actually gets in the way. So when that happens, in theory, what you're supposed to do is bring this down a little bit. You're just cutting too much. Or if you have a free hand, move this over. And I like to grab this and then I can just rip through stuff. But we'll see if our shield doesn't get in the way. I would like to take it off, but the instant I take it off is the time that I end up cutting myself. So let's go and use it. Before I cut it, there's a couple of notches here I can see that allow me to decide where I'm going to cut. Let's see if you can see it. I'm going to get an angle here. This notch right here is the notch where the blades actually come out. There's another notch down in here that the blade lines up with, so I can know where it's at. You can keep in mind that whenever you cut, I can always cut more. So my cut needs to be right there. So if I cut down here, this is the piece that I want, and I cut too much, I can't add to it. So if I cut a little higher, I can always cut a little more so I get just to the right size. My thumb here is going to be my guide for this. Get my blade lined up with the line. So that hesitation was the shield getting in the way. Like I said, the blade's a little too far out. If I were to bring this out a little bit, the shield in theory wouldn't catch and allow me to make a full cut. It's like the wood seems to get to this point and it gets stuck right here, this little hook. So maybe what I need to do is shave this off, or Milwaukee design something so that I can cut a 2x4 all the way up and not have to worry about the 2x4 catching in this hook here. Anyways, the whole idea was to show you how to cut a piece of wood. Let's see if we got it. Boom, that's perfect. Now we'll just hammer it into place and it'll fit right in. That's a very snug fit. And it's going really well. Anyways, all that for me to show you how to cut a piece of wood with the Milwaukee 2731-20 circular saw. It does really well. Honestly, I want to sell this thing and upgrade to the snake drive circular saw. This one does really well. I've had no problems. I actually cut cement with this thing. I just put a cement cutting tile blade on it and I will cut my cement for whatever it is I need. And it's giving me no issues. I cut a driveway actually with this thing. My cement cutter broke, and that's a 14-inch blade. This is a 7-inch blade, and I was able to cut the cement blade with this. It warmed up, so I had to let it cool off, and I did go through about 2 or 3 fully charged 5.0 batteries, but either way, this little thing worked out really well. So guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe down below, get some more videos going. Thanks, bye. Making it rain, making it bleed Milwaukee in here. It's like Milwaukee threw up the gloves, charging system, circular saw, reciprocating saw, or sawzall. This is a nice light too, LED. I really like this light. It's got magnets and it's got device underneath. Check out my other videos, see a detail on it. This is the older fuel drill. Does pretty good. Love the speaker. Some guy sold it to me on the gas station. He had some tools he wanted to sell, and he gave it to me super cheap. I think I paid like 80 bucks for it with the battery and the charger. I didn't want to buy it from him, but he needed the money, so he forced me to buy it at that great of a deal. I couldn't say no the third or fourth time. Thanks. So anyways, you guys have a great day. Thanks, bye.